Ready for a deep dive that'll warm your heart? Today, we are going to explore something truly special.
Oh, yeah.
Real-life stories of kindness happening all around us.
I love it.
Think of it as a journey to the heart of what connects us all as humans.
That's beautiful.
Our guide for this deep dive is this collection called Heartbeat, Celebrating Human Connection. Stories of kindness from today.
Okay.
It's full of incredible moments where people have gone above and beyond to make a difference.
Above and beyond, huh? I'm intrigued.
What's remarkable is that these aren't like these huge gestures or super elaborate acts of charity.
Gotcha.
They're everyday people showing extraordinary compassion in simple ways.
Makes you wonder, how often do these moments happen that we just don't even notice?
Right. It's almost like this hidden tapestry of kindness woven throughout our lives.
I like that.
One of the themes that really struck me was all about those moments where people went the extra mile.
Okay, going the extra mile. Tell me more.
These are stories where people don't just meet the basic expectations of being helpful. They tap into a deeper well of empathy and really commit to making a difference.
Like really going out of their way.
Like that story from the Boston Marathon, the runner carrying a flag for a child with cancer throughout the entire race.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think I heard about that one. Incredible.
Imagine the physical and mental fortitude it takes to run a marathon.
Oh, absolutely.
And on top of that, to dedicate that experience to supporting a child battling cancer.
Wow.
It's a testament to the power of human connection.
Powerful stuff.
And it wasn't just about awareness either.
No.
The runner also raised a ton of money for pediatric cancer research.
So it went beyond just emotional support.
Exactly. It translated into tangible aid that could potentially help countless others.
That's amazing.
It's a reminder that even in our own pursuits, we can contribute to a greater good.
You know, it makes you wonder how many other people were inspired by that runner.
Right. Like a ripple effect.
Spreading outward, touching lives in ways we might never fully comprehend.
And speaking of going above and beyond, Heartbeat has this story from Mumbai that is equally impactful.
Oh, tell me about it.
It's about the taxi driver who found a lost wallet.
Okay.
He spent hours of his own time tracking down the owner instead of just keeping the money.
Wow, there was a lot of money in it, right?
Yeah, a lot. It would have been so easy to just keep it, but he went above and beyond to return it.
What was it that drove him to do that, you think?
I don't know, but what's even more touching is that he didn't want anything in return.
Really?
He left a note with the wallet.
What did it say?
Kindness costs nothing.
Kindness costs nothing. Wow.
It just speaks volumes about his character.
It really does.
Makes you think about those moments where we have a choice to look away or extend a helping hand.
Yeah, what we choose to do can make a difference.
Absolutely.
And, as we delve deeper into these stories, we'll see even the simplest gestures can have a huge impact.
Oh, for sure.
It's a beautiful reminder that kindness isn't about grand pronouncements.
It's about those small, everyday acts.
Exactly, the ones that weave a richer tapestry of human connection.
And speaking of connection, there's another theme that emerges in Heartbeat.
Okay.
It's all about the power of community.
Community, yeah.
These are stories that show what happens when people come together to help others.
People coming together for a common purpose, that's powerful.
And two stories that stand out are the ones from London and Melbourne.
I'm listening.
So in London, there's this story about how they transformed an abandoned lot
Okay.
into a thriving community garden.
That's so cool.
And it wasn't just about making the space look nicer.
It wasn't.
They grew fresh produce to share with those experiencing food insecurity.
So they turned a neglected space into a source of nourishment and connection.
Exactly.
And what about the one in Melbourne?
Oh, that one's about this huge food drive that brought together people from all walks of life.
All walks of life, huh?
It's a reminder that the impulse to help others often goes beyond our differences.
Or differences.
When we see a shared need, it has the power to unite us, no matter our backgrounds.
That's really beautiful.
It makes me think about all the amazing initiatives happening right now all over the world.
Like what kind?
People coming together to address things like homelessness, environmental concerns, social justice issues.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
It's truly inspiring.
It really is. It speaks to that potential we all have to contribute to positive change.
Absolutely.
Whether it's volunteering, donating, or even just helping a neighbor.
We can all play a part.
In building a more compassionate and connected world.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And speaking of making a difference, one of the things Heartbeat really highlights
Yeah.
is how even the smallest gestures can have a significant impact.
Small gestures, big impact.
It's a reminder that kindness doesn't always require grand gestures.
Sometimes it's those tiny moments of connection that can brighten someone's day.
Or even change their life.
Like that story from Tokyo.
Which one?
The one where a commuter helps an elderly woman on a crowded train.
Oh, I remember that one.
It would have been so easy for him to look away.
Yeah, just pretend he didn't notice.
But he chose to offer a hand.
It's such a small gesture.
I know, but it speaks volumes.
It makes you wonder how many others saw that act and were inspired by it.
Right. It's like a seed being planted.
A seed of compassion spreading throughout the city.
And Heartbeat also features a story from Cape Town that really got to me.
Oh, what's that one about?
This group of volunteers created a library of lost souls.
A library of lost souls. That sounds intriguing.
People could leave books with messages.
Messages? What kind?
Messages of support and hope, offering connection to those feeling lost.
So it was a way to address loneliness. Loneliness is a real problem these days.
It is, and this was such a creative way to tackle it.
You know, it just goes to show the power of human connection.
Sometimes a simple message or a shared love of reading can be a lifeline.
For someone struggling to find their place.
It's true. And speaking of sharing, Heartbeat has some amazing stories about
About what?
how art, music, and education can transcend boundaries.
I'm all ears.
It's fascinating how these creative expressions tap into our shared human experience.
Our shared human experience, yeah.
It's like speaking a universal language.
A language that goes beyond words.
Exactly. And there are stories from Rio, Cairo, and Nairobi that really highlight this.
Like what?
Remember the artist from Rio who painted murals in a children's hospital?
I do.
He transformed a sterile and often frightening environment
Yeah, hospitals can be scary, especially for kids.
into this world of color and imagination.
Bringing joy and escape to those young patients.
It's a testament to the power of art to heal.
Even in the most challenging circumstances.
It makes you think about the impact art has on all of us, not just in hospitals.
Art has a unique ability to touch our souls.
It connects us to something bigger than ourselves.
And Heartbeat also features this story from Cairo
Oh, yeah.
about these musicians from different backgrounds who came together for a concert.
An impromptu concert in a public square.
Imagine that. This music suddenly filling the air, bringing everyone together.
It must have been magical.
Their music transcended language barriers and cultural differences.
Creating a space where everyone felt welcome.
It's a reminder of the power of music to bring people together.
Absolutely. And Heartbeat also features this story about a retired teacher in Nairobi.
What did he do?
He converted an old van into a mobile library, bringing books to remote villages.
Wow, a mobile library. That's amazing.
It's a testament to the power of education.
It really is. He was bringing hope and possibility to those communities.
It's amazing, even in retirement, he was still contributing so much.
Makes you realize we all have something to offer.
No matter what stage of life we're in.
We can always find ways to make a difference.
And these stories from Heartbeat are like little sparks, you know?
Sparks, what do you mean?
Igniting our imaginations, inspiring us to find ways to make an impact.
An impact on our communities and beyond.
Like Mark Twain said, kindness is the language which the blind can see and the deaf can hear.
These stories are a beautiful example of that.
They show how kindness connects us on a deep human level.
It's a language we all understand.
A language that has the power to change the world.
One heart at a time. You know, it's incredible how these stories really show the ripple effect of kindness.
Yeah, it's like each act creates these expanding circles of compassion.
Touching lives in ways we might never fully understand.
And it just reinforces that idea that we're all interconnected, you know.
Totally.
What might seem like a small act can actually be part of a much larger picture.
A larger tapestry of human connection.
Exactly.
And that brings us to another interesting aspect of Heartbeat. How creativity and knowledge can be powerful forces for good.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's like these stories remind us that we can use our passions and talents to actually uplift others.
And make a real difference in the world.
For instance, there's that story from Rio.
The one with the artist?
Yeah, the one who painted those amazing murals in the children's hospital.
Oh, those were so vibrant and full of life.
I can only imagine how much they must have brightened the days of those young patients.
It's like he created a window to a different world.
A world of color and imagination.
In a place that can often feel, well, a little bit sterile.
Yeah, hospitals can be scary, especially for kids.
For sure. It's a testament to the healing power of art.
Absolutely. And speaking of art connecting people,
Yeah.
there's that story from Cairo in Heartbeat.
About the musicians.
Yes, the ones from different cultural backgrounds who came together for that concert.
Oh, yeah, the one in the public square.
Imagine being there, surrounded by strangers.
And suddenly this wave of music just fills the air.
It's like their music transcended all those barriers, you know?
Language, culture, everything.
It created a space where everyone felt connected.
It must have been such a powerful experience.
It really highlights the universal language of art.
And its ability to create peace and unity.
And then there's that story from Nairobi.
The one with the retired teacher.
Yes, the one who turned an old van into a mobile library.
Bringing books to those remote villages, that was so cool.
What a testament to the power of education.
It really is. He saw that knowledge could unlock so many doors for those communities.
To opportunity, to empowerment.
To a richer understanding of the world.
And it's inspiring, you know?
What's inspiring?
That even in retirement, he was still finding ways to contribute to society.
It makes you think about all the different ways we can share our own knowledge and skills.
Through mentoring, volunteering.
Or even just by having those deep conversations that help broaden perspectives.
We all have something unique to offer.
Exactly.
And these stories from Heartbeat, they're like sparks. Igniting our own imaginations.
Inspiring us to find ways to make a difference.
In our own communities and beyond.
It's like that Mark Twain quote, you know?
Which one?
Kindness is the language which the blind can see and the deaf can hear.
Oh, that's a good one.
These stories really embody that idea.
They show how kindness goes beyond our differences.
It connects us on a deep human level.
It's a language we all understand.
A language that can change the world.
One heart at a time.
So, as we kind of wrap up our exploration of Heartbeat,
Yeah.
what stands out to you as the biggest takeaway?
I think what really strikes me is that kindness isn't some far-off ideal.
No.
It's woven into our everyday lives.
In those simple gestures, those little acts of courage and compassion.
The things we see and do every single day.
And it's not just about those huge headline-grabbing acts either.
It's the small stuff, too.
Those little moments, a smile to a stranger, a helping hand, a listening ear.
All those things add up.
And Heartbeat really shows how each one of us can contribute.
Absolutely. Whether we're running a marathon, driving a taxi,
Creating art, sharing knowledge.
or simply offering a kind word, we all have the power to make a difference.
And those differences, even the tiny ones, can ripple outward.
Inspiring others and making the world a more compassionate place.
You know, it's amazing how these stories really stick with you.
They do, don't they?
They make you want to go out and spread kindness in your own life.
And it doesn't have to be anything huge.
Sometimes the simplest things can make the biggest difference.
Like what? What kind of things are you thinking of?
Oh, I don't know, just little things.
Okay.
Like holding a door for someone or giving a genuine compliment.
Oh, just taking the time to listen to someone who needs to talk.
Yeah, exactly. Little acts of kindness like that can really make someone's day.
And you know, they can also create a ripple effect.
A ripple effect.
Yeah. You do something kind for someone, and then they're more likely to do something kind for someone else.
I like that.
It's all about paying it forward.
And it's not just about making other people feel good either.
It's not.
It's also about recognizing our shared humanity.
Our shared humanity.
Yeah, like when we choose to be kind to someone, we're saying,
We're saying what?
I see you, I value you, and I'm here for you.
Those are powerful messages.
Especially in a world that can feel so divided sometimes.
That's true. It's easy to get caught up in our own little bubbles.
But these stories remind us that we're not alone.
Not alone in wanting to make the world a better place.
Exactly. There are so many people out there who are committed to spreading kindness.
It's like a global movement.
A movement of compassion and generosity.
And it gives me hope, you know.
Hope for what?
Hope for the future.
Heartbeat shows us that even in the face of hardship, the human spirit is strong.
We're capable of so much love and kindness.
It's really inspiring.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into Heartbeat,
Yeah.
what are you taking away from all these stories?
I think the biggest takeaway for me is that kindness is a choice.
A choice.
Yeah, it's not something that just happens to us.
It's something we actively choose to do.
Every single day.
And it doesn't have to be anything grand or elaborate.
No, it's about those small, everyday moments.
Those little opportunities to spread joy and connect with others.
And I think that's a beautiful message to end on.
It is, isn't it?
We can all make a difference.
One act of kindness at a time.
Thanks for joining us on this journey into the world of kindness.
It's been a pleasure.
And may these stories inspire you to spread kindness wherever you go.
Because the world needs it now more than ever.
Well said.